Keep going. Cheese.
Cheese.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Yeehaw.
Hello everybody!
Now go back.
Welcome back! We had so many questions about our Halloween party that we figured we'd make a short little video about it.
Papa.
Just a short video. 1 week before the party, Justin tells me, hey, we're gonna have a party for all of the dental students. Yay! We had talked about having a party, but it wasn't decided until last minute that we were actually going to have a party. We somehow managed to get everything together. The party was really fun. Everyone had a good time, and it looked fantastic. So let's start at the beginning. We went to the discount store here in our town. Jackpot. Clothes, plastic spiders, decorations, jackpot. Did you like going to that store? Clara was in heaven.
The Halloween stuff.
You're right, there was Halloween stuff. I really wanted to decorate our windowsills, but we had this dilemma. Do we close the curtains so the neighbors can't see us? Do we leave the windows open for them to see us? This was the dilemma, because if we closed the curtains, then we couldn't use our windowsills. Justin had this great idea. Bing!
Yay.
Bing! Idea!
Idea.
This great idea that we should put fabric in the windows. First we measured the fabric to fit into our windows, and I did really watered down paint, splashed it all over our curtains, put some bloody handprints on it. I thought it looked really good, and I was really excited for Justin to come home and see it. So I wring it out because I didn't want water everywhere, and I transferred it to the garage to dry. Alright, here are some of our projects. We are dip dyeing curtains, and we just splattered them with paint, and now they're drying. Well, silly me. I used washable paint. It kind of dried all funky and you could barely even see it. I was super bummed.
Hey, Mama.
Silly mama. They still look pretty good. I would call it phase 1. They were already looking spooky, so that was a plus. Hi, buddy. Hi. Once they dried, we put them outside, pinned them up on our fence, and just splattered the heck out of them. Then they looked really creepy. Too bad it decided to rain right after we finished. I had to run outside and I was soaking wet, wearing pajamas, trying to get these already wet painted curtains off of the fence and into my house. But luckily everything turned out just fine. They fit in the windows really well.
Let's go, Daddy. Take my name.
I finally had a good use of my pottery. You could say my pottery has an organic feel to it, which is artist code for wow, that doesn't look very good. None of my pottery ever looks symmetrical. Whatever. Anyways, I decided to find all the cool, creepy pottery that we had lying around, took it outside, and spray painted it. I used just a regular black matte spray paint. It looked really cool. Once it was dried, we put it on the windowsills and spray painted sticks into it to give it kind of that creepy feel, along with our flowers. I guess you could say my funky pottery is now a funky-tastic. It looks pretty cool. Another project I did, I saw on Pinterest, kind of a last minute thought. We had picked up a bunch of really cheap eyeballs from that discount store. Originally we were going to put it in our punch, but I decided to hot glue them and stick them into our dollar store flowers. Voila! There you have it. Now you already got a glimpse of what our spooky books looked like. We just took the really cheap party decorations, glued them onto the books, used some brown tissue paper, and glued it on in a wrinkly fashion. We also used some stick-on letters to help give us our titles for the book, and then we put those all over the house, including the bathroom and on our windowsills. Justin took care of all of the decorations outside. Outside! Outside! Outside, everybody! Outside!
Outside.
Line up, line up, line up, everybody. Bubble guppies! Outside, Justin made us a fence out of wood and metal poles. Super cheap, just got it from Home Depot. Looked fantastic when it was done. He spray painted it and we put cobwebs all over. Looked great. Right at the entrance, Justin also had this idea of making big pillars, but we were trying to keep it cheap because we didn't have any intention of bringing it with us when we move. So we used some wood for the structure of the, structure of the 10 foot, he used wood for the structure of our 10 foot poles. Blech, that's hard to say. Justin was having a hard time making the cardboard work, so last minute we ended up wrapping it in fabric and then painting the fabric. Justin had also bought this really large styrofoam sheet, I guess is what you call it, where he took a hot tool and carved into it so it would say Anderson Manor. He painted it and then clamped it to our front porch.
Say hi! Can you wave? Here you go.
The first time he painted it, it looked like a giant chocolate bar. It was just so brown and plain. He added some other colors to it and then it looked great. I would say our front yard. Oi, we have a couple more things to talk about.
Open the door.
Our next project was back inside the house where I strung fishing line all over the top of our ceiling. Really cool, I didn't know you could do this. Took our hot glue gun, we pull back the trigger just a little bit and spray air directly onto the glue, and we just shot that all over our ceiling and it made some really cool cobwebs. I also decided to drop down some spiders and stick them in the webs to give it that spooky feel. It was also nasty to clean up. The frames for our house I just spray painted last minute using those bubble letters we had extra from the books. So I put some silly puns like eat, drink, and be scary. Don't hex and drive. This party is fantastic. Everyone thought that was a hoot. Okay, now take a look at these cauldrons. Justin made this concoction of cooked oatmeal and sand, and he plastered that all over the cauldron, and we spray painted it black, and it just made it look more realistic than the cheap plastic cauldron that we had started off with. Do you remember making the hand towel? Where we painted your hand? Do you remember that? We painted her hand red, and she was able to put handprints all over our hand towel for the bathroom, make it look like blood. That was Justin's idea. Okay, look at the camera and say, Happy Halloween! Okay, it's super early in the morning, and we are going to do some painting. And then my favorite, everything was my favorite. But really, these bones. We got a big pile of bones and skulls. Again, cheap, because you know, we're cheap and we're college students. I went to bed and woke up the next day, and Justin had taken just a little bit of black paint and rubbed it into the creases, and seriously, look at the difference. You can see the untouched one on the left and all of the bones on the right that Justin put a little paint to. At 7, everyone showed up for our party in their costumes. And brought lots of food, and we partied the night away. Are you a cowgirl? So there's our little quick review on our Halloween party. All right, see ya. Say bye.